always been here. And I don't mean just San Francisco, I mean the world, I mean the planet, I mean since the beginning of time. Quite often our people were seen as spiritual leaders, as healers, as shamans, two spirits. We were revered in many cultures and communities.
Yes!
Not so much here in the United States, but we have always been here. My queer history starts, kind of ironically, right here at One Market Plaza. My first job in the city was working for Arthur Anderson and Company.
Wow.
Right here at One Market. I moved to San Francisco in 1985. What's happening?
Hi.
Are you looking for someone?
Ashley.
Ashley, are you here?
Someone came in.
There's Ashley.
Yeah, I'll be downstairs. I think we're full. Yeah, I'll be downstairs.
Okay. So in 1985, this entire district was teeming with homosexuals and lesbians. When I tell you that on your lunch break you could go to the Embarcaderos and stop in the bathroom in Embarcadero number, right, Dana? Embarcadero number 2, McDonald's bathroom was like a sex club. It was absolutely unreal. Everywhere that we went, the gays took over. There was queers working down here in my financial district by the bucket load, and we really felt our oats down here. This city has always been a hub for our community and a source for power within us. So let me get my notes, because I don't know anything. All of this has been compiled by our lovely historian, but I'm going to share with you what I've learned.
The knob thing.
Huh?
The knob thing fell off of here.
Oh my God, really? In your purse?
I don't know where it fell, but I'll surely be looking for it.
Yeah, that's just a mess. Oh yeah, they do that
Now
every
we're
year.
fucked.
So much
I don't have my notes.
And my arms are aching.
But I will say that, you know how today, like, they'll set up tables and they'll sell phone cases? Well, I'm talking about cruising during a time or living during a time, whether we were cruising or not, when we didn't have one of these. We didn't even have the internet. So when people set up their tables, they were selling power ties, because down here in the financial district, women, of course, could dress very stylishly and fashionably, but all men had to wear were suits. So we thought we would jazz it up with some great ties. And do you remember seeing those tables of ties that we would go by and pick up? I swear to God, I own them. I know you don't. You're too young. We get it. We know, Stephen. I know you're young and you have no idea. You're going to learn a lot today, though. Absolutely.
See, my hair, it hangs within the shrinks up. That's what I
can
like
use these.
about it.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Put my phone down. That was so fast. Thank you.
Once he moved, we'll feel a breeze, you know? He's just sitting in this one spot, and the sun is beating down on him.
That's the guy who's 80 years old that you hit on, Dana, right there. That's what he said.
So I kind of have like I kind of like clean the whole house.
I have I bought 4 cases of cold water, and all that water is sitting in my house. Should have bought cold water for all of it.
Maybe I haven't inspected.
Russian, it was Russian, huh?
And we're back. Okay, thank you so much for your patience. Yes, thank you for that thunderous round of applause. So, right here at One Market and around this area was one of the earliest queer cruising spots in San Francisco, dating back to the 1920s. So that energy that you feel, that queer energy that we felt when we were down here in the 80s, 90s, and 2000s, and even today, is real. It's the spirit of Lower Market Street. From the Embarcadero to 6th and Mason Streets, it buzzed with activity. There was a mix of entertainment and underground culture with movie theaters, restaurants, bars, and all-night cafeterias lining the corridor. It was a lively connection between the Tenderloin and the Embarcadero, teeming with longshoremen.
Yes!
Who were queer.
Yes, honey.
honey.
Ooh,
Veronica.
remember?
I know, girls. Misenlisted, honey. You were there. You know what I mean? People ask about why did San Francisco become such a hub for queer life, queer activity. It's because people were kicked out of the service, and especially the Navy, as early
Especially
as
the
World War
Navy.
I, and their passports, all their papers were stamped with an H, identifying them as a homosexual. They couldn't get housing, they couldn't get jobs, so we found our own way and built our own community. Historian George Chauncey noted that the balconies of the movie theaters down here where sexual encounters were popular because they were dark, often empty, and ushers could be bribed for privacy. In the early 1950s, walking down Market Street after a night out, you might encounter young toughs who could be purchased for money. Dana. Remember that? No. You were giving it away. The Ensign Club, which once stood at 1 Market Street, became incredibly popular after World War II. According to community historian Gerald Fabian, it is known for its wild tea room in the basement where one can witness some pretty spectacular shows. Despite facing numerous crackdowns and controversies, the Ensign managed to reopen and continue entertaining until the early 1960s. Right here at 1 Market Plaza. Feel the energy of this area as we move on the tour. Let's go! Hit it, driver.
Gotta breathe there.
Slowly and carefully. Gently. Hit it gently. Being down here in the 80s and the 90s was unreal because, you know, people didn't have the internet, we didn't have phones, we didn't have ways to cruise. We had to actually communicate. And we had to make eye contact. And
what was that?
Have secrets and clues and signs to recognize each other, one another, a tapping of the toe.
In the bathroom.
In a bathroom, under a bathroom stall, perhaps. Not necessarily.
Oh, that breeze feels so good. Oh man, it feels good.
So in the early 1950s, we're approaching this spot on the next corner was the bar called Crossroad. Do somebody remember Crossroad?
Let me know if we're here.
In the 1950s. Even I don't remember Crossroad. It was called the Sea Cow, which is a horrible name. But they changed to Crossroad.
One of the sisters, right?
Sea Cow was a sister. John Brett. In December 1956, the Crossroad, along with 3 other San Francisco taverns, were charged by the Alcoholic Beverage Control for being a hangout for homosexuals.
Oh no!
The club's liquor license was revoked in August 1957, reflecting the era's harsh stance on LGBTQ plus spaces. The Crossroads saw new life in the 1960s under Melvin H. Gebauer and Robert Turkle. Performers like Brandy Adams and Walter Hart drew huge crowds despite its success. The pub closed in April of 1963 after changing hands. And now, we have just passed one of the most notorious YMCAs in the country. The Embarcadero YMCA, completed in 1926, offered gym facilities and rooms for rent.
And trade.
By World War II, it had gained notoriety as a hotspot for gay sexual activity. Famed sexologist Alfred Kinsey called the Embarcadero website the most notorious Y in the States. Author Samuel Stewart, who spent 2 summers here in the early 50s, described it as a Christian bordello. Which is very odd. Happy Pride! Thank you, Christians. You know what, Dana? That sounds like a really good idea. It became such an iconic part of our culture and our community. A group called the Village People wrote a song about it. Shall we sing it? Let's do it! You all know the words, right?
Young man. Young man.
Pick yourself off the ground and say, young man, 'cause you need a new town, you need to be alone.
Hit it.
There's a place.
Oh, they're singing down here, y'all. This is the party bus down here.
And that's true.
Yeah.
A good time.
Here we go.
Stay at the
Look at the camera, girl. I had it at you.
Young man, are you listening to me? I said, young man, what do you want to be? I said, young man.
Oh, I got you live.